What's good? Fly, Eagles, fly. It's playoff time.
Come on, man. Yo, money pop about to start.
I know, I'm coming, man.
Yeah, grab your notepad, man, for real.
I ain't down, fuck it, man. Come on.
Yeah, man, they be spitting shit, man.
True.
Yeah.
Boy.
Money pop, money talk. All they do is talk facts. Bird gang. All they do is talk stacks. 360 on the new view. Go run, tell the ad. 40-yard dash time. Moss Money podcast time. S.co headline.
And we are live in the 22-2, baby. What's good, everybody? Welcome back for another episode of Money Pop Podcast. I'm your boy, your host, Moss Money, man. Time to get that money. We had some bowl games this week. We got a lot of stuff to get through. We got talk about Madden. We're going to talk about opt-outs. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff going on in NFC whole playoff picture. And, of course, we're going to get you some games. And I got some props. I got my guys with me. Got my homie. Right hand, man. What's good, man? B. Diddy. What's up, boy?
What's up, man? We here.
Yeah, we here, man. Happy New Year's to you and yours.
Camera. Happy New Year, brother. Happy New Year. That's right. Happy 2020.
Man. Yeah, 22-2.
2022. Yeah, damn.
Yeah, man. We got my homie Tone coming on with some prop bets, so we can't let y'all hanging off with that. But I want to make sure that everybody out there, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all the above, go ahead and hit that subscribe, hit that notification button. You help us out, man. We help you out. You help us out. Cost you nothing. Let's fucking go. It's playoff time, man. And then what's circulating around right now, before I get into the poll question, which is interesting. What's circulating around right now is this Kelsey speech that he did. I believe it was before the Giants game. And I just want to say, what a fucking moment to have that speech right then in front of your guys, in front of your peers. I don't know how they recorded it, because I don't think it's something should be recorded, right? It should be internal. It should be in the ecosystem of the Eagles locker room. But whatever it was done, they recorded it. And I love the timing of the speech, because he sees a moment in time right now where the Eagles are playing well, and nobody, I think he said it just like he said, nobody can fuck with them if they're on their game. It's about them. It's about how they play and not really anybody else. And I agree to his point, because nobody's ready to take on somebody rushing the ball 30 to 35 times games. No defenses are ready for that. No defense want to see that in the playoffs. That's why we talked about last week how dangerous this Eagles football team is in terms of the playoffs. But I just want to ask you, bro, is he creeping up to this Brian Dawkins territory where there's only a select, not select. I mean, I can only count. I'm trying to think who was regarded in that era. AI, Dr. J, I guess Barkley.
Yeah,
Dawkins.
Barkley for sure.
I'm trying to think. This got to what's his name?
John Chaney.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about like the athletes who played. I can't believe I can't remember his fucking name on
What
baseball.
sport? Oh, Mike Schmidt.
Chase.
Oh, Chase. You got Mike Schmidt though.
Yeah, Smith too. You know what I mean? Those type of echelon elite from this city who will always be iconic.
For sure.
It doesn't matter if you see them in another jersey; it'll never work. It's always going to be whatever jersey they were here in Philadelphia. So I want to ask you right now: can we put Kelsey in this same hierarchy with those boys? And
Easily. I mean, although he plays a position that get overlooked and overshadowed all the time, that's the offensive line. I think he is probably Philadelphia's best. And I had a teammate of mine that played for the Philadelphia Eagles at that position. Shout out to Jamal Jackson. But he is the best center that ever come through our city. And I think he's worn that crown proudly. He got a championship here. He's the leader of the football team, the leader of the O-line for years. He's He's one of those blue collar, give me my hard hat. I'm gonna give you everything I got. He
Yeah.
rarely gets hurt and injured, so he's always available. And how many different systems quarterbacks has he gone through? So you can't not put this man up there with those names.
Mhm.
I think it's only credit to his work and what he's given to the city. That's not the only speech he gave us. Don't forget the championship speech he gave us during
Oh
the
my
parade.
God.
I mean,
I still
nobody
think that's
likes us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and we were there. I was on Broad Street for
we
that.
was there.
Yeah,
So
right. So
I believe that he's a Philadelphian Eagle to his heart and soul. He knows what we are as a group of people here, and
yep.
he's adapted to it, and he is what it comes down to being a
He
Philadelphia.
is Philly.
Yeah.
Period. This is really where it drops.
So yes, he is in that list.
Okay. Yeah, I
Right
completely
next to Brian Dawkins.
I completely agree. I completely
It just so happens his position is
it's
just
not it's not the sexy position.
yeah, not the sex position. So you can't really talk about look at Jason Kelsey.
Yeah, right. No, I completely agree with you, bro. And some people are saying they're getting chills. I got chills with the Super Bowl speech.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really get chills on this one. I just thought it was a leader and a veteran stepping up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
To kind of lead his team, to his younger team, to the next step, because they got to turn up now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't turn up when you get to the playoffs. You turn up going into the playoffs. Stay hot. You're one of the hottest teams going on. Hey man, come on. Hey, switch that camera about. You got a lot of Eagle stuff up there. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, with the liquor.
Oh yeah.
We gotta have the one championship mode up there, and at the bar area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I feel you. All right, baby.
I do have a thing. I met Kelsey at a diner one time, sitting next to me. We talked for a good minute.
Oh yeah.
This is before a Super Bowl. I think I want to say maybe that year of the Super Bowl. I actually want to say it was the 2018 season. Maybe it was a year before.
Right.
And it just so happens that I was at the bar because he used to go. I mean, at the diner, because he used to go to the diner all the time. I just so happened at the meeting that down that area. I went there before I had the meeting, and we were sitting at the bar, and I realized it was him. We started chatting, and we were talking about his brother because his brother just pops on the screen because it was on ESPN. So his brother was, making a catch or something, or for doing something. I was like, it's pretty crazy to see your brother. He's like, yeah, I love that guy. So we just had small talk. He's a really down to earth guy. I don't think he even feels like he's this athlete, this professional athlete. I think if you had a conversation with him, you'd talk to like any regular person. But at the end of the day, these guys are just regular people. They just have a job that are polarized at the highest level. But really down to earth. I really like Kelsey, man. Really good guy. So I can see that speech. Just having that conversation with him. He's really down to earth. He's really about the moment. And we know this is his last few years, maybe his last year. So
yeah, it might be his last year.
So it's one of them things that let's just not do him like we do Dawkins, man. If he wants one more year, give him one more year.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Jabari. Yes, sir. Big game.
What's up, Jabari?
Big game. Like, I'll see this all across. Smitty. Big game. You know what I mean? Shout out to the speech. What's up, Jake? Vegas, what's up, boy? Get this money today, man. Let's get it today. Good morning, everybody. Let us get right into the poll question. We have Sanders out. Howard is hobbled, even though he will play today, from what I can see so far. So, but it's really going to be on the Scott and the Kenneth Gainwells of the worlds. Will the Eagles run over 200 yards rushing today against the Washington football team? Agree or disagree to the poll? Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, share. Let me know what y'all think out there. Because this is an interesting question, because this is the key to our success. We've done it since what? I think, what was the record? Since the 85 Bears or something crazy. It was the only team was rushed for over 175 yards in 6 or 7 straight games, right? And this has been the continued way of how we win games. And it's been the winning formula of how we win games. And we should try to continue on to that formula. So I don't want to get cute and start throwing the ball. Now, we all understand X's and O's, right? If the situation in the play looks like that we should throw the ball where we have single coverage on Smith, there's only single safety in the middle of the field, they're stacking the box, and they're daring us to throw, then yes, we have to sit back and have a 3-5 step drop and be able to deliver the ball. But for us to win this game against the Washington football team, which I feel that we should and we will win, we still need to continue to run the ball well, and we need to do it in a community type approach. And we got to have our stars show up. So to me, our star should be Hurts, and I think he should lead us in rushing. Even though it's coming from the quarterback position, he should still lead us in rushing. So I actually agree to the poll. I think we will run over. I'm going to give you a funny number. We're going to go 213. We're going to have 213 yards rushing today against the Washington football team. It's going to be a complete committee. You're going to see no more than anybody over 10 or 12 carries. I wouldn't run Howard unless I needed to run Howard. I need him later on in the year. So that neck thing that he had, that stinger, it's always been lingering around for the last couple years of his career. And it put him out, I believe, either last year or one of the years before. So we need him healthy. And that nerves thing with the stinger, there's nothing else to do but to let him rest and not take any blows or take any hits. I think he's got the old school, who was the old fullback here? Like Cecil Martin, the old school neck roll. You know what I'm saying?
Kevin Turner.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that Scott and Gainwell can have fresh legs and do the business for us. But I agree to the poll, man. Let me know what you think. B Diddy, what's up?
Yeah, I mean, Washington is eighth against the run. I think that's a stat I look like. So they're not going to be easily to run on. I think this is a different game than what we played them last.
Yep.
Obviously, Washington had tons of people on the COVID list. They weren't at full staff. I think this is going to be a different game. And mind you, we got down in that game, I think 10-0 early. So let's make sure. I think that's Kelsey's speech came in at the right time. I think that was like, hey guys, listen, I know we rolling right now, but let's not feel ourselves right now because we ain't done shit. And I think it came at the right time because this is a team that we can, we smashed last couple weeks ago. That this is going to be a different team. It's going to be a little bit hungry. Don't probably want to play spoiler. So 200 yards is a lot of yards. I think with Hurts' legs, we can get there. I want to go on the other side of that. I think we're going. This is going to be a tighter game. Closer to the number. And I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get 200. I think Howard is a big piece of this run game. Without Howard,
oh my God, is he?
It hurts us because he's that downhill, give you that 3 yards every touch at least, leaning forward type of back. Bruiser, and we need him. I'm not seeing that in Gainwell yet. Obviously, Scott is a slasher. He can give you some of them bursts. And Miles is a consistent, bang, bang. But sometimes he doesn't give you those extra yards that we need sometimes. So anyway, I think I'll go under, but it'll be close to 2. I think we'll get at least 60 from Hurts, and maybe as a group, we can probably get it close to 120. So I would say just under 200.
Yeah. I heard you.
You're going 213. I go 182.
You pull that shit out your
right out. 182.
Yeah, I did see Sweat is out for the game, man. Shout out to the Sweat family. Obviously he lost not only just like a brother, but a real brother. He lost his biological brother, I think, in a shooting sometime, I think early next week. So he's out for the game, man. We gotta do better out here in our communities. We gotta do better out here in our neighborhoods. It's just getting crazy, man. I can't stand, because we the old heads now, right? How crazy is that? You know what I mean? Like we the old heads now, right? So the generation is younger and getting younger and younger, and we're the old heads and we're still in our 30s. And these kids are just out here playing Grand Theft Auto. And, you know what I mean? I don't understand why they don't understand. Like, there's no one-up. There's no second life. They don't come back. You don't get to rejuvenate. But don't want to get too serious in that. But I think it's a great message to send out. So just to make sure that if you are part of the community or any communities, man, make sure you talking to the youth as much as you can. We always try to get back here at Money Pop Podcast. That's why we do a lot of stuff over the summer for the kids. And I'm in the summer. And, my guy, Tom, always in support from the A2D radio side for anything that we want to do, especially in the community work. So, gets them the team record. Let's see. We got 160 yards, gets them the team record. Yeah. I think I saw something up here earlier from my guy, Jake, man. I think this is a good question. He's quietly crept this on this. Do you think DeVonta breaks Desean Jackson, the Eagles' record today? He's only 92 yards away. I think he's going to break it. I don't know if it's going to be today, right? I can't even. Last time he had over 100 yards. You know what I'm saying? But I think I like his prop though. You know, early prop bet. I think his prop bet is what was it, 50 something? I think yards today. I think it was like 54 and a half. I like his over in his prop day. They all know he's there, so obviously they're going to want to get it to him. So if y'all looking for a prop bet to write down, hey man, I got my Jones all written down right here. You know what I mean? This is what I do. Write your prop bets down and then go back and look at it again. Do all your research. You know what I mean? If I'm hot or if we're hot, obviously follow the plays. You know what I mean? But always do your own research when you come to these plays and when you come to these bets.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because this is, you know, we're not professional bettors. You know what I mean? But we do make money. We do make money. $1,000 weekends, man. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here about. I see a lot of people jumping on, man, early in the morning trying to get this money, man. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share. Share the podcast, man. Help us, help you. And let's go get this money, man. Let's get into it, bro. Let's get right into it. Let's get into the games. First game on the docket. Let me go. Let me pull up my FanDuel, man. FanDuel need to give us some money, man. We be giving out FanDuel all day.
Mhm.
All day, FanDuel. What's up, Sportsbook? Give me a holler. First game of the day. Las Vegas Raiders are traveling to the Colts. The line is now -8. Carson Wentz is playing. He did clear the protocol just in time after they changed it. -8. We're going to do some NFC East. I'm not NFC East, but NFC playoff scenarios. I'm not doing the AFC because I don't really care. I don't even care about what the Eagles is got anything that subs up the Eagles. So I'm going to keep kind of jumping back and forth. But on this game, I have really nothing on this game. I did like the Raiders early at a plus 7.5. I haven't seen anybody come back from COVID and ball. You know what I mean? Like I haven't seen anybody come back from COVID and ball. So this to me is a Jonathan Taylor game. He's in the MVP running. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go. This is a stay away game for me. But if props was anything, anytime touchdown for Taylor is almost guaranteed at this point. And it's a reason he's -360. They run the ball with Taylor. They try to run the ball down Raiders' throats. But other than that, I got no play on this. What you got, bro?
Yeah, that juice is way too high. And I mean, Carson Wentz, COVID or not COVID, I mean, does he ever really ball? I mean, I guess we get
He was balling for a couple games. He was turning up for a couple games.
Yeah, but we know the team of the Indianapolis Colts is a run heavy, and we try to limit the way Carson can need to take control because we know he can make mistakes.
For sure.
I think it doesn't matter whether he's coming off of COVID or coming off a broken leg. He'll be okay in there at one point. Don't forget he only threw 5 times in one game of this year. So that's
right.
And with the victory. So I think they'll be heavily on a run game. Unfortunately, Vegas, you know, I was rooting for them a little bit earlier when the coach went down and they had that little spark for a second. And I do like Derek Carr. I do. I like Derek Carr.
Right.
But in this game, I think Indianapolis will win this game. I think they're still fighting to win the division, right? With Tennessee. Then they're a game behind.
I'll look it up while you're talking. Go ahead.
So they don't have no hiccups. They can't really make any mistakes. And Tennessee got a tough game against Miami, as far as defensive wise at home though. So both these teams need to win. I like Indianapolis. I actually like Indianapolis to cover these points. It's going to be tough.
Wow. You like them over to 8?
Yeah, I like them over to 8. I think Indianapolis is going to dominate defensively. They're too fast for Vegas, and Vegas has nobody to throw to besides Hunter Renfrow. And as great as the season he has, he's just not really an impact player enough to really make a difference in the ball game. So I like Indianapolis here to win by at least 2 scores for sure. I'm not gonna lock it in, but if I was a lean, I'll lean Indianapolis.
In the last 3 shows, me and this guy over here, 6-1 in our live teaser bet.
Let them know. Say it louder. Say it again.
Did I say 6-1? My bad.
6-1
on our last teaser bets live on the air. So what we do is we break and build up teasers on the show, and we're 6-1. So if you're not a member, if you just kind of follow and you're just a normal listener and you just casually bet, hey man, we giving out free money. Robin Hood of this shit. We giving out free money. So look out for that. So And the reason why I bring that up, since you like them, is this a teaser play, or we're going to look at some other games?
Yeah, let's put that to the side, but this will be definitely on that list for sure. Excuse me.
Okay. All right, but let me put that to the side. All right, and you were right. They are one game back of winning the AFC South.
It's a big win for them. A big game for them.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. You're absolutely right.
And I actually don't need them to win. I got a good amount of money on Tennessee to win a division. So
all right, next game.
That was one of my features.
Trash game. Nobody really cares, but we got the Giants going to Chicago. Nicky Foles getting the start. Chicago's -6.5. Total is 36.5.
So crazy.
It's so crazy, this low total. And it's warranted. This game is going to be trash. I would lean Chicago. I do really like Montgomery, Dave Montgomery, to score here. I look back at the Giants last couple of games. They've given up a rushing touchdown in the last 3 of the games. I don't think it stops here. I don't think Foles is going to be thrown all over them. This is going to be low-scoring, grind-out type of game. So I like Chicago. I would lean Chicago here just because the Giants are so bad. I know Lawrence is out, and I think Slayton is out for the Giants, and then Glennon is getting the start again. So I think Chicago's try to end on a winning note. Matt Nagy's last game in Chicago, more than likely. So I like Dave Montgomery here to score in another prop play that would be interesting to play here. What you got on this game?
Yeah, I don't really have too much on this game. What I would do here, because I don't really care too much about these two teams, is on a separate teaser, I would throw this total in there. Go to a 3-team 10-point teaser, and I would get the under. So get them up to 46.5, 47 if you can get 47, and go under 47. I don't, like you said, I like the under here. That the line is telling you it's going.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I can't deal with the that total is so low for me. I'm just leaving it alone. There's no weather to be worried about here. They said it's going to snow a little bit, but nothing in terms of like a blizzard or anything like that. So it's just
I think without weather, it could be a sunny day and 80 degrees in Chicago in January.
That total would still be there.
You got Glenn, but Chicago defense been playing. They've been flying around. So
yeah,
and Giants defense flies around. So I think they both are going to struggle to score. They might get a defensive touchdown somewhere here, maybe a defensive score.
Yeah.
So I like that. That's what I said. I'm going to put that for me. It'll be in the tees and the under. I'll get them up to 46.5 and go under the total.
All right. So we got a quick fantasy question from the homie P Evans. Would you play DeVonta or Zeke today for the flex and the chip?
True. And the chip. Well, one. Congratulations.
Yeah. Right. Get that money. Against Arizona.
DeVonta Freeman.
And even though Zeke's been.
Which one are you talking about? DeVonta.
Oh, no, I don't think he's talking about Freeman.
Okay.
I think he's talking about Smith.
Okay.
I think he's talking about the Eagles. That's a good. I know there's a lot on the line for us. And DeVonta, you got to think DeVonta just coming off a pretty nice game. He got the score. I need a prop expert. That's what I need. I need a prop expert. I need a prop expert right here. My man Tone. Tone,
what's up, guys?
what you on? I need a prop expert. I need a fantasy type style kind of guy who looks at this stuff. I think I'm gonna leave this question to you. Is this a great segue, man? Our guy Pete Evans, man. Quick fantasy question. Who would you play? I'm assuming that's DeVonta Smith, not Devontae Freeman. So DeVonta Smith or Zeke today in the chip. Who you think on the chip? Who you think you got? I think I'm gonna lean Zeke.
I would lean Zeke too. I just don't know if Smith can be reliable enough for this spot, especially in a championship. I think Zeke is the better play.
Yeah, and I just don't know if I feel Zeke would score more than DeVonta. Even though the Cardinals defense is legit, I still think I would give it because Zeke could still go 13 carries, 50, 60 yards and a touch.
Right, he'll be the he'll be the more consistent one. Like Smith, he's a great talent or whatnot, but the Eagles haven't been getting him the ball consistently enough.
Yeah, I heard that. So there you go, Pete, from our guru, the guy, Tone Takes, man. How was your New Year, man? Happy New Year to you.
Good, man. Happy New Year to you guys.
Yeah,
Happy New Year, bro. Happy New Year.
All right, man. Let's get right into it, man. Let's not leave him waiting. Tone Takes on to give his exclusive prop plays. I don't even think you put them out on Twitter yet, did you?
Nah.
Look at that. Giving us the love. I love it.
Yep.
Giving us the love. And if you don't follow, there it is. Tone Takes at Tone Takes on Twitter, man. He does it all. But his bread and butter is hockey. So if you're hockey bettors, hockey fans, even though the Flyers let me down last night, I thought the goalie was good, man. He was on a good streak. You know what I mean? He just ran into I don't know what we ran into, but whatever. But Tone, take it away, bro. What you got for us today?
All right, first one, I'm going to go with Michael Carter from the Jets over 18.5 receiving yards, minus 110 on FanDuel. Tampa Bay gives up 44.1 receiving yards to running backs, which is the 8th most in the league. Got to figure the Jets will be trailing in this game. Carter had a nice little streak in the middle of the year where he hit this, I think, in like 4 games. He's kind of tailed off since then. But I don't know if he was hurt or whatnot, but I like him today to kind of get back on track. And 18.5 is a little low here, so I like that one as the first play.
Yeah, I like that one. Keep going. What about Zach? Yeah. Do you think Zach gets loose again, or was that just from terms of his rushing yards? I was looking at this.
It's a good look.
14.5.
Yeah, definitely a good look because Tampa Bay's pass rush. Same reason why I kind of like Carter here, maybe like dump offs. But yeah, I mean, absolutely, that's absolutely a good look.
Okay, yeah. I had that one written down about this game. All right, my bad. Go ahead.
Next, I'm going to go with Travis Kelsey over 71.5 receiving yards, minus 110. Cincinnati gives up 66.5 yards to the tight ends this year, which is the 3rd most. They got torched by Andrews last week. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I kind of like the over in this game too. It's at 51. Surprised it's not a little bit higher.
That's what scares me about this game.
Yeah.
Because I saw it was at 50. I think it was at 51, and then it dropped at 50. I think right now on FanDuel it's at 50.5. And that right now it's ticking back up to 51. A lot of money coming on Cincy too. Cincy was, I think, like it was like 4.5 to 5 point dogs, and now they're 3.5. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't want to get in front of the Chiefs right now.
Yeah, no, definitely not. He's coming off 191 yards in his last game. He missed last week with COVID. And I think he's from Cincinnati too. He's his hometown. He went to Cincinnati, and he's from there also. So, could never go wrong with him. And then next, we got another tight end for the Eagles, Dallas Goedert, over 4.5 receptions. It's plus 126. Washington gives up about 5 receptions to tight ends, kind of middle of the pack, but Goddard had 7 versus them a couple weeks ago, and his only game against Washington last year, he got 8. At this price, this jumped out to me at plus 126, so it's definitely worth. It's a good value bet. It's definitely worth the shot. And without Sanders, maybe the Eagles, may throw a little bit more. I think it's going to be a tight game. I think it's going to be a tough game. So I like the value in that bet over 4.5 at plus 126. That's what's okay. If this was minus 110 or minus whatever, I'd be off it. But at plus 126, I love my plus money. So
yeah, right. We all love that plus money, man. Yeah, of course, absolutely. All of that plus money. All right, what else you got?
That's all I have locked in for now. I have a couple other ones that I've been looking at. Jalen Waddle is a good one.
The over 6.5.
Over 6.5 or to 70.5. That's one I have jotted down.
I got that too.
Yeah, what else I got? I got Tyler Boyd I was looking at over 49.5 receiving yards. You can pick any one of those Cincinnati receivers. So I think they're all over 1,000 yards this year, right? So
yeah, it's crazy. It's insane.
Yeah, and that's the lowest one of the 3. 50 yards is shouldn't be an issue with that. So George Kittle, always have to look at him. 55.5 for a bounce back game. I have that's on my radar.
Yeah, I'm worried about Lance.
Yeah, but a lot of times with those younger quarterbacks, they look to the tight ends, as a safety valve. So Andrews, I'm waiting for him again. Last time I checked, I didn't see any props on him. Mark Andrews for his receiving yards.
Yeah, I was looking at that too because you called it. You called it. It was a great call. Last week when you came on with Andrews, and then you just said it what he is. He's matchup. It doesn't matter the quarterback. Right. He's matchup proof at this point. Yep. So I was waiting for Andrews as well too. Hey man, that seems like a nice little parlay. All the top tight ends, Kittle, Kelsey, and Andrews all over the receiving props.
So I do want
these tight ends offer a ton of value. Like I've said it before. Like I always love to target the tight ends for these props.
So Tone, and I've always liked to kind of go to this player playing Houston, San Fran, and Trey Lance. Got to look at Deebo Samuel's numbers, right? Like you got to think he's their utility guy. He's probably gonna get a lot of action today. I don't know what they are, but I'll definitely be starring Deebo Samuel's for these afternoon games.
Yeah, the rushing yards, the receiving yards, and especially for him to score. So
for sure,
he's absolutely a good look. I don't know what his touchdown is, but obviously if it's plus money, then you got to be all over it.
I doubt it, but it's going to be close, like probably 120, 110 maybe to score, if not higher.
Yeah, I doubt it.
But I think even with him with Trey, he was balling with Trey.
I think, and maybe plus 120. I'm looking at something here.
Definitely hit that. Now you talking about value?
Yeah,
that's value.
Yep.
For him to score with Trey Lance. Let me just look. I'm just looking now with Trey Lance playing as he scored.
Yeah, I mean Trey Lance is a little bit erratic from the last games that he did play. Obviously, a lot of people will be on his prop. His rushing prompt.
Deebo Samuel scored 2 touchdowns with Trey at the helm,
which would make sense. But I got some written down here, Tone. I definitely was on the Waddle. I actually like Swift to score today. Swift is back. I forget his first name. What's Swift's first name? You know?
DeAndre.
Yeah, DeAndre. Yeah.
Yep.
DeAndre Swift, the score there. No golf today, but I like St. Brown to get over his passing yards as well. He's at 57.5. I was looking at that. I don't like unders, but I do like Beckham under 50.5 yards. I know he's kind of coming on, but he's just been scoring. So I kind of like the under there for Beckham. We talked about David Montgomery scoring. I like that. And I believe Elijah Mitchell is playing today. So I wouldn't mind the Elijah Mitchell to score today as well. So those are things that I'm looking at as well. But for those who are still on, man, just give them a quick rundown, Tone, before I know you got to go and do your other Twitter handles and stuff like that. Just give them a quick rundown of the plays you gave, and we'll get you out of here.
Yeah, we got Michael Carter from the Jets over 18.5 receiving yards, minus 110. Travis Kelsey over 71.5 receiving yards, minus 110. And then Dallas Goddard over 4.5 receptions at plus 126.
Tone, you got an NHL lock?
I haven't gotten to the card yet. I've been off of work all week, and I've been sleeping past like 8:30, and it's.
I just need one. Just give me one, so I can hammer.
I'm actually going to go over it. When I get off the show here and kind of look at some props because I know a lot of stuff are out. So, and there's a few afternoon games too. So, definitely gonna hit that now. So,
hey, Nick.
I kind of one thing that jumped out to me was the Vegas Winnipeg over 6. I think it's a 3:00 start without looking at anything. I kind of like that. So
Winnipeg over. Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to dig deeper into it. So
I'm a blindly smash the button.
Oh wow, that's what I like to see. Though.
That's the trust I got.
That's how we trust you on this show, Tone.
I'm just gonna go like this. Okay.
What Tone say? All right, let's go. I like it. I like it, man. Tone, man, as always a pleasure for you jumping on and spending some time, man, and giving the audience and people some free plays, man. If you guys haven't already, like I said, man, jump on Twitter, especially if you're in the hockey. Go follow Tone Takes on Twitter. He's my guy. He's your guy. Appreciate you jumping on, bro.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate the time. Good luck today. All right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. See you guys.
See you. All right, let's switch that back. Nasty Nizzle just says, I got Debo, Cup, and Taylor all scoring 2 touchdowns today.
2.
Ooh. Yeah, Cooper Kupp's been on a fucking tear, man. And we talked about it weeks ago. Weeks ago, we talked about him winning the Offensive Player of the Year. Now he's getting some MVP love. Obviously, I don't think he's going to win the MVP, but the Offensive Player of the Year for me is a lock. He's breaking all records from a receiving standpoint, especially on the tear he's going to be on. He might get over, I think, 2,000 yards and 15 touchdowns, like 150 receptions. It's just fucking ridiculous what he's doing from the slot too. Just insane. So I like it though. You know what I mean? I mean, you can't be wrong. But I don't know if that's a, you know what I mean? I wonder what is that payout? What's that payout? And then
I would worry about Cup because Kurt's not playing. So You gotta really
Who's not playing?
know Kirk Cousins. He has COVID, so he's out. That's why the line's so large.
Oh,
So
okay.
Cousins is out. I wouldn't trust 2 touchdowns by Cup today.
Yeah.
Now he can get 4. I just don't know who's the backup quarterback for Minnesota.
Yeah.
And if you're going to put a parlay in, you can probably and you're going to do that multiple touchdowns. You can probably find somebody else to add that in there.
And I like Michelle today over his receiving yards. I forgot to give that to Tone while Tone was out talking, but I like Michelle over his receiving yards. Like you said, that line is a little high. He's been running the ball well. He's been getting over 70 yards 4 of the last 5 games. So I like him to continue. I think they found something with that physical style of running that he has. I think they found something with that, and I think they like it. I think they stick with it. So I might do that that prop though, that receiving prompt that tight end receiving prop of over Kelsey, Kittle, and Andrews. I don't think Andrews is dropped yet though. I want to say Huntley's playing, but I'm not sure. I know Jackson is not playing. I've been to that, but I wonder where if Huntley's playing or not. All right, let's keep this thing moving, man. Let's keep this thing going. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the New York Jets. The line is now -14 Tampa. Total is 47.5. It's a big line, man. It's a big line. I know AB is playing. I believe that Evans is playing in a limited faction. He's going to give that hamstring a test. But it's a big line. I can't trust New York to even to cover. I mean, it was a big line last week, and Tampa bombed them. I don't see any reason why Tampa doesn't win by 2 scores today. Maybe a late touchdown score from the Jets. Tone gave out Carter over, what was it, 14 yards, I think? It was like 14 yards on one of his prop plays. I don't see why you don't hit that. You got to think the Jets are going to be down, especially with the line. Michael Carter over, 18.5 yards. So I would just follow Tone's bet there on the 18.5 over. But other than that, I don't have a play on this one. What you got, bro?
Yeah, this would be probably in a teaser with me. Probably
yeah, we didn't even start no teaser. Are we doing 10-point teaser? Is this a 10-point teaser? Possibly or no? All right, so once you do that, then it's a no.
Yeah, because I think
no.
I guess we're going away, going to New York. How much is what are they going to do? But I think they win by more than 2 touchdowns. I definitely want to look at Antonio Brown's prop bets. Last week he had 10 catches.
Yeah.
He's like I said, he's going to be this number 1 target. I wonder what he's going to do today. So I'm going to look at his prop bets. That's definitely one look at, and I'll let you know once it pops up.
All right, nothing in terms of the NFC playoff picture for this game. Obviously, if Tampa wins, they keep chasing down Green Bay for the number 1 seed. I know Green Bay can lock up the number 1 seed today if some things fall their way, which I don't think it will. So, but nothing in, nothing in drastic change. Is just the only thing that Tampa's rooting for is that number 1 seed, get that first round bye, which they sorely need to get some guys healthy. So that's the only thing in an NFC playoff scenario in terms of this game. All right, next game. We got the Atlanta Falcons going to Buffalo. Buffalo is favored by -14.5. Total is 46. Bro, Atlanta's not out of it, mathematically. Why is this line so goddamn high? Like, is this a squash game? Is Buffalo really going to just trash them?
I don't know, man. It's hard going into Buffalo and winning games in Buffalo. 14.5 got to be something on the look. I'm looking at the injury report. I'm trying to figure out who's not playing for Atlanta.
Yeah.
I think it is a lot of points. I would have to lean Atlanta, especially first half.
Right? At this point.
Yeah, because Buffalo hasn't really scared me to be, blowing teams out. And they've seen a struggle against – they played down. They've played down all year if you look at their schedule. So the 14.5 is a lot. I would lean Atlanta here. I don't have a play because, like I said, that line is scary to me. I don't know why. I would have to look at the injury report again to make sure I'm not missing something. But right now, I'm off of it. I would lean Atlanta, though, if I was going to make a play. Got to put a gun on my head.
Yeah, Marcus. I looked at the weather already. It's going to be what it is, and beginning of January in Buffalo, right? It's going to be cold as shit and a little bit of snow on the ground. But that's about it. Nothing more, nothing crazier than that. So, I understand Atlanta's a dome team, but it's not like, Patterson has played in cold weather. He played with Minnesota for a long time. He played in Chicago for a long time. So, some of these guys have played in cold weather. Matty Ice has been around for a long time, so he understands playing in cold weather. So it's not the end of the world that they're going to Buffalo and know that it's going to be cold. So I get what you're saying, but I just don't think that plays here. The weather's not going to be that bad, and it's not like Atlanta's a throwing team as much. You know what I mean? They're not like airing it out where it's going to be effective. They're kind of like a ground out team. So I would lean Atlanta here. That to me with the hook too. It's just a lot of points. All right, next game I got on my list here. The game of the goddamn year, man. Your Philadelphia Eagles going against the Washington football team. The Eagles are now favored by -6.5. God damn, that line is climbing. Right? It started off, I think, around 4. I woke up today, it was at 6. Now it's at 6.5 and still climbing. Obviously, Sweat's out, Gibson's out. Heineke, I'm assuming he's going to get the start. I haven't seen anything about he's not. I know there was rumors that Heineke and Allen were both going to play today, but I know Gibson sometime yesterday was officially ruled out for this game. And then there's some cornerback depth issues that they're having with some of their players. Now, we all saw, they showed it a million times about Allen and Payne fighting on the sideline here. So we all know there's a lot of issues going on, that Washington sideline. A lot of implosion happening, and I understand not crowning, as they say, Ron Rivera as this revered coach at best. If you look at his rhetoric, he's a middling coach. But he has just the respect of his players and his peers around the league. I think that they'll be ready for this game just because who Ron Rivera is. The word is Heineke will start, but Allen will play. So I'm assuming if this game gets out of hand, they're going to play Kyle Allen to see what they have in him. But it's all about the birds, like Kelsey said, right? It's all about the birds at the end of the day to win this game. This is the first in one of my teasers, my 2-team teasers. I like the birds. They're here to win the game. I think the Eagles take control of their destiny. And getting back to that NFC picture, right now, the Eagles need to win, right? To clinch a playoff berth, the first thing the Eagles need to do is win the game. That's the first. Now, there's other scenarios happen throughout the day, and looking like that's going to happen. So for us to clinch a berth, we need to win, and we need the Vikings to lose. Those are the two absolute things that need to happen for the dominoes so far away. Obviously, the Vikings looking like they will lose their dogs by double digits. And I think we need the Saints to lose or the Niners to win against the Texans, which I don't understand why. But supposedly that's part of the playoff berth. But the Saints losing makes sense, which it's going to be hard to say going against Carolina and the Saints are getting healthy. So it might be that we still need to play Week 18. We have to see how it all falls out. But the first thing we need to do is take care of business and take care of ourselves, and the Eagles need to win. So for a first leg of my 2-team teaser, I got the birds in this one, man. Minus the 1.5, minus pretty much the pick. Give me the birds, man. All day.
Damn it. Why'd you put the birds in there?
What do you mean why I put the birds in there? Why wouldn't I put the birds in there? What the fuck are you talking about? Let's go. What do you mean? What are you doing? What are you talking about?
I don't know what we're gonna get from Washington. It's a desperate team. It's gonna be tight, man. It's gonna be tight. I don't want my teasers tight. I want the game like they ain't gonna lose type teaser. You feel me? So we're gonna get them as short as possible. So I don't know. Maybe should the Eagles win? Absolutely.
Oh my God, where's the faith, bro?
I got a lot of faith. This is what I'm saying. You got Washington on life support. You have a desperate team playing at home. Although the crowd in Washington is not the best. You're gonna have a lot of Eagles fans gonna be down there. It's gonna be a lot of Fly Eagles Fly in the building.
For sure.
Shoot, I was in Jamaica last week, and it was Fly Eagle Fly in Jamaica. So we
Let's
traveled.
Let's go.
And it was like loud, like all night. But
Right.
what I'm saying is, you had the issues on the sideline. I think Washington is really on life support, so they're gonna give you their best shot. Philadelphia's been a hot, it's, to me, it smells like a trap game.
Oh,
So
stop
be
it.
careful. I'm
Stop
saying be careful.
Stop it.
I have faith in the Philadelphia Eagles to get this done. I'm hoping we're mature enough to really take this game seriously, but it smells like a trap game.
Stop it.
I'm off of it. I'm a
Oh,
root
God.
from a distance without my money being attached to it.
Oh man, I feel like I hear scared money from there.
I'm just saying this is
All
this is
of a
how
sudden,
I'm
scared
feeling.
money.
I'm not scared. I'm just stepping away.
Oh, it
I'm a-
sounds like you scared.
I'm a root from a distance.
Oh, you sound like you scared to get in that pocket, take some blows while you give him
I
some
don't want
blows.
to say scared. I'm saying we're down our best running back. We're down our second best running back. Right?
He's playing.
Who?
Howard's playing. He's active.
Come on, man. Howard over here with the limp neck. Come on, man. he'll be running one play and be out. You know how the stingers be. They come right back. Boom. So
let's go, man.
I'm gonna stay off. 6.5. 6.5 is a lot of points. So, I
That's
think
why we got the teaser to win the game.
I like them to win, but I'm not gonna touch it with my money.
Oh shit. You
Sorry.
ain't shit, bro.
Sorry.
Man, give me the goddamn birds in the teaser, man. We're gonna win this game. What is the one consistent thing we've done all year? And we'll move on to the next game. You want to know what that is, bro?
What?
We've beat bad teams. We've beaten bad teams. Not just win, beaten. You know how your mom used to whip your ass back in the day?
For
We
sure.
have beaten bad teams this year.
You better not cry.
Or put your head in that motherfucking pillow.
Move
Right?
your hand. Move your hand.
Move your hand. Right. Move your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Stop crying. I'm gonna give you something to cry
I'll give you
about.
some more. I'll give you something to
Right.
cry about.
Always the famous line.
It's like, wait, what?
What is fucking going on here? What's wrong with you? What's your parents do to you?
No, I got faith in the Birds. I just don't know. I'm just unsure about this game. So when I'm unsure,
all right, well, I'm pretty sure Eagles win. Put them in a teaser. That's the first leg of one of our teasers. I'm gonna let you pick the next one since I got the first leg. We got to go in here half and half, bro. Man, don't leave me hanging.
Mhm.
All right, next game. We got the Kansas City Chiefs going against Cincinnati. Huge game. The Chiefs are favored by -3.5. Total is 51. We already got the prop bet from our guy Tone Takes with over and Kelsey. Kelsey is playing in this game, coming back. I kind of like what's his name? Damn, why can't I remember names today? I kind of like Cheetah's over today. Over his props today. Hill. I don't see, like, he had a bad game last game. He was coming off COVID. I think he gets his legs back under him. I think he shows up today. It should be a high scoring game. But the thing about Cincinnati's coming off such a huge game. Burrow threw for 5 touchdowns. I think he threw for 500 yards or something like that. And how does he even replicate that coming back? I just don't see it happening. So I actually would lean Chiefs in this game. I think they win the game and cover, in my opinion, somewhat easily. I think Cincinnati's going to try to keep the Chiefs off the field and run the ball. The Chiefs have been playing out of their mind. They're looking like the favorite to win the Super Bowl, and I think the odds reflect that. Like I said before, I don't want to get in front of that Chiefs team right now. They're playing very, very well. I would lean Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm with Tone here though. I want to put another teaser in with that total I was saying with the Giants under, and I'm gonna add another team to that. That's Kansas City Chiefs total over. So we're gonna get them over 41, 40, whatever it would be. 40, whatever it would be.
Go 41, yeah.
So it'll be 41, right? So it'll be a 3-teamer. We got one more to end that leg. So it'll be under in the Chicago, New York Giants. Then we're gonna go over in that teaser, 10-point teaser over Kansas City and Cincinnati.
You said under in Chicago and New York.
Mm-hmm.
And then over in this KC and Cincinnati.
Bengals. So we got to follow up with one more.
And that's a 3-team, 10-point teaser for those who are following.
Yep.
That we're building. So we got 2 teaser lays going on. We can call it the B Diddy teaser. You know what the other one's called, that money teaser.
I mean, they both been they all we all money.
Well, we all money for sure. But so in his leg, we got a 3-team 10-point teaser. He took the under in the Chicago and New York game, and that went up to 46.5. And then the other is the over in this KC Cincy game, which is going to be down to 41.5. Kind of like that for the second leg of my teaser, but we're going to keep moving and see what else I like. And I have a 2-team teaser with the Eagles in one leg, and then we're going to find something to pair that with. And I think I know what I'm going to pair with already looking at it. But yeah, no, I like prop bets in this game. I'm not really sure who, like I said, since he's been Jekyll and Hyde all year to me, and coming off such a big game, I don't know if they can follow up with another big game because they're going to need one to beat the Chiefs. So,
Yeah, Chiefs defense are playing pretty solid these last few weeks. I think it slows down a little bit on Cincinnati's side, and obviously he's not going to throw for 5 touchdowns and 500+ yards passing. But I would not get in front of Kansas City right now. I think Cincinnati's got their receivers back. KC got their receivers back.
Yeah.
Harrison Buckner's back, so you're gonna be able to get a couple of points. I just think the points gonna be points in this game. Both should be over in the 20s, if not the 30s. It should be a good competitive game at 1 o'clock.
Let me look at that. What's their team total? You just gave me an idea for a team total bet. I'll look at that while we look at that. Next game is Jacksonville and New England. New England Patriots minus 17.5, total is 41.
27.5 and 23.
Oh, you already said 27.5
for KC and 23. So
27.5. I like that.
27.5 and 23 for Bengals.
I like that. I like that over in that team total. 27.5. Let me see some things there. Tell me about this Jacksonville and New England game, bro.
Yeah, I mean, New England gets back on track here. Jacksonville's a freaking mess. If they couldn't win that game coming off the new coach, then they're not going to win no more. Do I want to add this to a teaser? No, I'm going to be off this game. I don't. I think 16.5 is just a little too much at home, but New England should cover. They've been sluggish though these last few weeks, so I will step away. The line is way too high.
Yeah,
but I don't trust Jacksonville enough to take 16.5.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, I can't trust Jacksonville. There's no way I'm putting money on Jacksonville in this game. Can't trust Jacksonville, especially in New England. Even though I think it's supposed to be cold in New England. Not 100% sure. You got to think that Jacksonville's still kind of fighting for them to without Urban Meyer. But this is a get right game, I think, for New England. And has been reeling since the last two, but Jacksonville's they're shitty. They're just terrible. I know they're getting some players back. They activated a lot of players, I think, back for this game, and I think New England activated some players too, specifically I think Juno from the defensive side of the ball. So I expect New England to roll here, but I can't back 17. That's just too many points.
Even first half is 10.
Yeah, I'm off this game. Off this game. All right. Next game, we got a couple more games to go, so we're gonna keep moving here. We got the Miami Dolphins against the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee is favored -3. Total is 41. I don't really have much on this game. I know both teams are super slow as hell to score. So if you like this one, bro, I like the under 51 for your third leg, your 3-point 10-point teaser. I think this is going to be a low scoring game. We saw in the last game that Miami's, that offense is just kind of erratic. It's just only going to go where Tua goes. Tua does still make bad mistakes throwing the ball, and Tennessee's just going to grind out. I know Julio's out. Julio doesn't really change much for me. He's been out all game, all year mostly. Anyway, his Hall of Fame career is coming to an end here soon. So big game too, right? Like you said, Tennessee's got to keep lead. Miami's still fighting in the playoff spot here as well. So this is a huge game. I think it's going to reflect that. It's going to be a defensive type game, coaching matchup. You got to give the coaching matchup the variable, just from what we've seen so far. But in Tennessee in this game, I like Tennessee here. I just can't trust Miami, but I love the under in this total here.
Yeah, let's lock it in.
Boom.
No question.
One of them locked in.
So that's
one teaser locked in.
I like
Let's
that a lot. I
go.
think Miami's
All
defense
right,
was playing
so
extremely well. I think Tennessee's defense
yeah,
sputters, but they play tight. They play well at home too. And like you said, I think both quarterbacks are struggling to score the ball. They're
yep,
leaning heavy on a run. So, maybe one team might get 20, maybe.
yeah,
I don't see
exactly.
this being
Maybe.
a runaway at all.
Yeah,
So
yeah. And if anything, that teaser protects us. I could see a 2024 type game,
mhm.
2017 type game. That's the game I'm thinking I'm seeing in this game, as well.
Yep.
And then another pick here that we liked from a prop bet was Waddle over 6.5. I believe I checked. In the last 6 games, he's had over 7 receptions in 5 of them. So,
Mhm.
he is their number one, and they're going to get him the ball, get his hands on the ball a lot in this game. So that one teaser, remember 6-1. We're 6-1 in our last 3 weeks in terms of our on live teaser bets. So we got one teaser already locked in, a 3-team 10-point teaser. We got the under in the Chicago, New York game, the over in the Kansas City, Cincy game, and then the under in this game in the Miami Dolphins and Tennessee game. And then just to lock it in full circle, next game is the Rams out Baltimore minus 6.5. I'm putting the Rams in my teaser, 2-team teaser. We got the Eagles at a pick. We got the Rams at a pick. Lock it in. Give me the Rams. And that is 2. Let me get the John. That is 2 locks of the day for y'all. Let's go. We got the Rams. No Jackson. They're still in the playoff hunt. I haven't seen anything about Huntley starting. I'm going to assume that he would be playing and starting Tyler Huntley. He didn't look bad. In his last game. He's coming off COVID though. And like I've said repeatedly before, I haven't seen anybody really ball out from COVID as of yet. I think Huntley, should kind of do somewhat well, but there's a reason why we haven't seen any of the prompts bets for Andrews as of yet. I'm about to look again to see if it came out yet for his
and
receiving props.
and Moss. Let me
Go ahead.
I apologize
No, you
on
good,
that it was a Cooper Cup that parlay
Yeah.
that gentleman. I was making a mistake. I was thinking Adam Thielen when we are thinking about Cooper Cup.
Oh yeah, when you said something
When I said
about,
Kirk Cousins was out.
yeah.
So I apologize for that. That actually does look good. I would actually what those numbers would be, definitely let me know because I like it.
Yeah, I like
Sorry
it
about
too.
that. That was a mistake by me earlier.
Yeah. I hear you. So I like here, and the line just jumped. Right, you got to jump in these lines early. The line just jumped to -7 for the Rams. So you want to jump on it now before it gets to that 7.5. So 2-team teaser, Eagles, Rams, lock it in, and I like Michelle over his rushing prompt as well in this game too. Then my guy, and I like under for Beckham in this game too. So lock it in, Rams, Birds. Let's go. Next game. All right, Denver is traveling to LA to the Chargers. Line is -7.5. Total is 45. Teddy B, two gloves. Teddy is out with a concussion. Drew Lock is going to get the start. They're getting both their running backs are playing as well. I don't know what to think about the Chargers to even have them remotely favored by a touchdown. And the only reason why I can say a must-win game for the Chargers to keep their playoff hopes alive. Denver, you can't really trust Drew Lock. This is a stay-away game for me. I don't have anything on this game.
Yeah, I would bounce back on the Chargers here, although they're just as frantic as any team I've seen in football. I think their coach does some crazy things throughout games, going forward and trying to play Madden type of games. Speaking of Madden, but I like the Chargers here at home to kind of bounce back against Denver. I think Denver's actually probably wrapping it up a little bit for the season. But like I said, I'm off this game too, Nate. 8 points is way too much. I wouldn't even put them in a teaser because that'll be the game you'll be sweating. So
yeah, and like
you'll
you
look
said,
up maybe down a touchdown in the fourth quarter. And you're like, what the hell?
Shout out to John too, man. You say John because back in the day, that's all you used to do. We would be late for practice.
Late for
Madden.
everything.
Late for everything.
Some dudes calling out of work.
for everything
For
because you needed
sure.
to get in that last game and finish up, running the practice with your helmet or running the class or missing class in just general. But let's get one more game in. You know what I mean? Let's run it back. You know
I
what
had
I mean?
homies. I had homies calling out of work, bro. Playing Madden.
Right.
That's just how it was.
Yeah, absolutely. And I didn't. And it's crazy because I was nice. I didn't lose much at all, and we put money on that thing too. So, yeah, man. Shout out to John. I didn't even know he was an Eagle either. He got drafted by the Birds, which I didn't know.
Wow, how about that? I didn't know that either.
So going out. We got one PPR need Gordon, Scott, Dillon, or I don't know who that is. Ongle Bawala. And then defense, Dallas, Indy, or Packers. So I'm assuming Gordon, Boston Scott, or AJ Dillon. You need one. So,
Well, Chargers are not good against the run, so Gordon sounds good there.
Yeah, and they're all a threat to score too. Because I can see a big rush game against the Packers and Vikings, and to kind of keep Aaron Rodgers upright and get him through the game. My gut tells me Boston Scott is going to be a big part of today, whether it be catching the ball or running the ball. So, but I think Dillon is the lead, kind of more of the A1 in that backfield. So my head is telling me Dillon. And then I would go for I would just stay with Green Bay. Dillon and the Packers. Green Bay needs to win today. You're not going to get much out of Minnesota today, in my opinion. They're going to try and fight, but it's just not going to be enough without Kirk Cousins, without Thielen. You got a backup quarterback going into Green Bay, and that's just a nightmare scenario. In my opinion, Green Bay, if anything, beats itself and makes mistakes. But I would go Packers defense and Dillon. You know what I mean? Shout out to that boy Sewell, right? Rasul Douglas doing big things in Green Bay, ex-Eagle, scoring touchdowns after touchdowns and defensive touchdowns. So be sure they're going to throw a pick. The Vikings are going to throw a couple picks. I wouldn't even be surprised if Packers defense score again today. So I like the Packers defense and Dillon. All right, let's keep it moving, baby. Next game, we talked about this game earlier today. Houston Texans traveling to San Fran. Line is now minus 13.5. Total is 45. I do have a lean for this game, and I like the Texans. I really do. I think the line is so high, it's hard to have them win the game. But I think the Texans are a very live dog here. And it's all because of Lance. I'm fading Lance. They're going to run the ball to me today in the 49ers and kind of protect Lance as best as possible. Like you said, Debo is going to run the ball. Elijah Mitchell is back today, if I'm not mistaken, is going to run the ball. I forget their fullback. The only two team that really kind of has still a fullback. I forget his name. Begins with a J. He's going to run the ball. So, you can't really like Mills in the matchup. I think San Fran does enough to win the game, possibly, but I think Texans are a live dog here.
Yeah, I can't touch this game. Like I said, 49ers, 2 touchdown. It's just too much. Texans, I think a lot of people are leaning on Texans because of that play. I think you're seeing 60% or plus more people on Houston. So do I fade that? I don't know. I just don't touch it. It's just not enough for me. Quarterback is down. Trey Lance still needs some work. Houston been playing really well. Ultimately, really, they've been fighting for the most part and surprising some teams too. So I'm off this game. I'd rather not put my money on it at all. I would go Deebo Samuels though. I look at his props and any time to score, I like Deebo Samuels heavy today. He's one of my key players.
Just to give a better picture of the NFC playoff scenario of some games we talked about, the Rams can clinch the NFC West division title with a win and a Cardinals loss. So they need Dallas to win today, and then if they win, they clinch the division and obviously clinch a playoff spots, which I think they've already clinched the playoff spots, but they'll be either a 3 or a 4 seed, more likely a 3 seed. Actually, no, 2 seed. For the Rams, more than likely, possibly a 2 seed. And then we have the Niners we just talked about in this game. If they win and the Saints lose, then they're in. They clinch a playoff berth as well. So lot of eyes on that Saints games because we need the Saints to lose too for us to clinch a playoff berth as well. So and we need the Niners to win, I believe, for us as well. But first, obviously, we got to win regardless. So I'm sorry, we need the Vikings to lose, but a Niners win would help us as well and one in our scenarios too. All right, next game. We just talking about Arizona Cardinals traveling to Dallas. Dallas is favored by -6.5. Total is 51.5. And I hate to say it, I said it earlier weeks ago. A dark horse to win the Super Bowl are the Dallas Cowboys. I have no problem saying that. Why? Because I'm taking the fanboy out of it. I'm looking at the money. I'm looking at giving you guys the best picks that I possibly can and what I see. And the Dallas Cowboys are a dark horse to win the Super Bowl. Why? Because they can run the ball and they can play defense and they can get after the quarterback. You know what I mean? They have waves of pass rushers, right? You got Parsons, who are people are putting in the defensive player of the year. And I think he's second right now to win the defensive player of the year, which is insane for a rookie. Then you have Lawrence, just scored, so athletic. He scored a 40-yard touchdown last game. And then you got Gregory, right? That defense is really, really good, bro. And then you got Diggs behind it all, leading the league in interceptions. So you put him on whoever your best receiver is, and then that's a wash for the most part of anybody he plays. So, and then, Dak looked good. He was zipping the ball last game. He bounced back well. I'm telling you right now, I don't know what their odds are right now. I said it weeks ago when it was about 15 or 12 to 1. The Dallas Cowboys are a dark horse to win the Super Bowl. And I hate to say it, but you want to win money. That is they're 9-1 right now to win their Super Bowl. I'm telling you right now, they'll travel well. They'll be able to play well on the road. But I don't have a play on this game. If anything, I would put Dallas in a teaser to win the game. But without Nuke, without Hopkins for Arizona, I think Arizona's going to struggle. I do think Connor is playing this game, but you put Diggs on whoever you think Arizona's best receiver is, it's going to be hard. I do like Ertz in this game to get some props. He's been the go-to person so far. So and a little bit of Zach Ertz over in his receptions, I would be targeting right here, and it's only 4.5. I think he gets 6 to 7 receptions in this game. So I actually like that Zach Ertz over 4.5 receptions. I'm gonna write that down. That tight end parlay is looking really good, man. You know what I mean? That tight end parlay is looking really good. Got anything on this game, bro? Before we hurry up and get out of here.
No, like I said, I like Dallas to win the game. Arizona's just been sputtering without DeAndre Hopkins. And like I said, Arizona with Murray back there, they just look. He just in the offensive coaching, they look a little too. They just I don't know. They panic too much for me. They just seem like they're running around backyard football. Only thing that's going to get in Dallas' way is them going for it on 4th down all the damn time. Like, punt the ball. Trust your defense a little bit more. You don't have to go for it when you're at the 50-yard line to get a yard. Like, you have a great D. Give them their respect. Punt the ball. We don't got to get it. And don't give them a short field and put their back against the wall. If they do that, Dallas is going to be tough to beat. I think Dallas gets in their own way a lot of times, and this is why they struggle sometimes. If they don't get in their own way, this will be an easy game for Dallas at home. So I like Dallas in the teaser.
All right. Excuse me. Next game. You got anything on this Carolina-New Orleans game? We need New Orleans to lose.
Past that. I'm good with
Donald is supposed to play, but we need New Orleans to lose for us to clinch the playoffs. That's all I got on this game. So I'm going to go to the next game. Shout out to Marcus Thomas, man. Appreciate the shout out, man. Looking forward to working with you. Not sure who you are, but I'm looking forward to it if you with the team, bro. So we'll catch up after the game. I said after the game, after the show. All right, next game, Detroit Lions against Seattle. There's no Jared Goff. This line has been jumping up ever since. It's -8.5. Total is 41. I like Seattle here, and this is going to be another teaser I'm going to put together for y'all. Another 2-team teaser. And I'll tell you what the second leg is once we get to the other game. But I like Seattle here. And the reason why I like Seattle here is it's all about Russell. And I think this is Russell's last game in Seattle at home. So I think this is a win-one Russell game. It's perfect against a Detroit Lion game, Detroit Lions team that is completely obliterated. They're done. I think Swift comes back. I talked about Swift earlier in the show, but I think this is a Russell Wilson game, and I like Seattle to I like Seattle to kind of go off here and score a lot of points, and I like Seattle to win, and I'm putting them in the 2-point teaser here. I mean, a 2-team teaser.
Yeah, I like Seattle here too. You can't have that many injuries on Lions. Although I believe the backup did play pretty well last week. Who is it? Who was?
Yeah, he did play. He did play well. I forget his name.
Tim Boyle. Tim Boyle, right? Tim Boyle.
Yeah, Boyle. Yeah.
So I think
he had a decent game.
Yeah, so he didn't do bad, but I think Seattle at home here is going to be loud.
Yeah, he's never seen anything like this.
Yeah, I think it's going to be different. Yep.
Yeah.
Although I think DK Metcalf is hurt too, though. I think he has a foot injury.
Oh, does he?
And a few offensive linemen are a little hurt too, so you got to be careful with that.
Okay. All right, next game. Night game. Vikings traveling Green Bay. We talked about this a little bit earlier before. I believe we need the Vikings to lose, right? Yeah. We need the Vikings to lose. And without Kirk Cousins, without Thielen, it's going to be a tough task going into Green Bay for the backup. Another game that we talked about, it's all about Green Bay. It's all about especially home advantage. The line supports that. Right now, Green Bay is -13. Total is 41.5. It's all about Green Bay. I would put them in a 10-point teaser. If anything, I like Jones to score here. I don't think they're going to be throwing too much. I think they're going to be well ahead. They're going to stay ahead. They're going to run the ball, get out of there, get a win, stay healthy, and then lock up the first seed with a win. Anything on this game?
No, I like the Green Bay Packers here in this spot. So
yeah. All right. Shout out to Jesse. Lock it, big game, book it over 100 yards. I like it, man. I mean, it's against the Detroit Lions. I don't see why it wouldn't be. As long as he's healthy, like I said, this is a Russell Wilson game to me. So I got them in a 2-point teaser. I mean, a 2-team teaser, and to finish it off with my teaser here, we're going to Monday night. Cincinnati going against Pittsburgh. Old rivalry game, tough AFC game as it should be, and I'm going to tease up the Steelers to over 10.5. And this is my 2-team 7-point teaser for the old quarterbacks that are playing possibly their last game at home. It's been rumored that this is Big Ben's last game in Heinz Field. Pittsburgh is +3.5. They're still not out of it. You're going to get an all-world performance here from the Pittsburgh Steelers. I like them over to keep this game close. I'm going over the key number of 10. So I got a 2-team teaser with the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The home QB farewell game for Ben Roethlisberger and Russell Wilson. Give me the Steelers. I think they cover and possibly win the game here.
So you'll get 10 there?
I get 10.5.
10.5. Well, you get over the hook too. Yeah, I like that.
Over the hook.
I think Pitt definitely fights for Ben that Monday night. It's going to be a big game in Pittsburgh for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be a lot of points scored, but it seems like these late quarters, these guys all of a sudden opens it up and be able to put the ball in the box. I would look at first half under.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I love that first half.
Right, it might be 20.5, which I don't like too much. I like to get over 21 or 21 as possible, but
yeah,
I like the first half under. I think it'll be tight. I think in the second half it might open up.
Oh, you know what? It's even better. Before we get out of here, man. Oh, did they have it up? No, they don't have it up yet. Oh yeah, they do have it up. First quarter.
First quarter under.
Ooh. First quarter 7.5.
7.5. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, that's tight.
Yeah,
because I can see a touchdown field goal. I can see a 7-3 game.
Yeah,
right there.
So first half is what, 20.5 or 19.5?
First half for Pittsburgh, Cleveland total is 20.5. You had it right on the nose.
Yeah,
20.5, and Pittsburgh is +2.5. It just makes sense that it would be a comeback from behind type game. I know Hunt is coming back for Cleveland as well, so that's no good for Pittsburgh. But like I said, you get an all-out effort here from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Try to win one for Big Ben and more likely his last game in Heinz Field. So +3.5. All right. I think that's it for the show today, man. I want to appreciate everybody who hung on there with us. Hope you got some bets written down so you can go back. We got an hour away. Things can obviously change with COVID and all this other nonsense that's going on here. But we gave a lot of good plays, and I'll run it down real quick for everybody that's still with us on the show. So we got 3 plays from our homie Tone Takes. We got Michael Carter over 18.5 receiving yards. We got Travis Kelsey over 71.5 over receiving yards. And then we got Dallas Goddard, which he likes, is over 4.5 reception at plus money at plus 127. You got a 3-team teaser from my guy up right here, B Diddy. We're 6-1 on our last 3 plays live on the show. He's got the under 3-team 10-point teaser. He's got the under in the Chicago-New York Giants game, the over in the KC-Cincinnati game, and we took the under in the Miami and Titans game. Then I have a 2-team lock play, 7-point teaser. It's going to be the Eagles and the Rams. You put that in, it's just them to win the game. So you just need the Rams and the Eagles. Thank you, everybody, for joining, man. I hope you guys won some money. Make sure you share, like, subscribe. If you haven't become a member, please become a member. Go to A2D Radio, YouTube, hit the join button. And Happy New Year, man. We starting off the new year right. Members, we had a winning day yesterday. I know my guy B Diddy's locked in. I'm locked in, man. Let's go, man. Thanks for joining. We out. Let's go.
This ain't the box like he forces kick and he stinks. Oh shit.